we go. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Margot with Margot. How was your day today? Great. Um, let's just go ahead and toast to you because you're joining me this evening for another wonderful discussion. Tonight, I decided to talk about 10 reasons to have a positive mental attitude. 10 reasons to have a positive mental attitude is what we're going to talk about. Hold one moment. I'm going to grab a glass of one of my uh, favorite glasses of wine. We're back to drinking Margot. And that's how I came up with the name, or I didn't come up with the name, my husband did. Came up with the name Margot with Margot, which I thought was a really wonderful name to call the show. And that's how we got started. Today is Thursday, April 30th. How are you? How's everyone surviving the pandemic? It's almost. I think we're off toward the end. I think, honestly, looking back, if the reason they shut down with their concern was that there were going to be millions of people that will die as a result of it, and of course that hasn't been the case. And I think looking back, they probably would not have closed down the entire country. But I know that the president's a caring person, and people who work with him felt that it was important to save lives, and we all did it. I mean, we all sacrificed. We all did what we needed to do, and on a positive note, I'm thrilled that the country is going forward, and that we're all free Americans, and we should be able to choose whether we want to go to work or not. If you don't feel comfortable, you shouldn't go to work. There are people who were texting me yesterday after I did the show stating that, they wanted to save their own lives, and why are they opening up everything? I think it's a matter of comfort. Everybody has different situation financially. I mean, for myself, I could, self-isolate because I work out of my home, but many people don't have that option. They have two jobs, or they have bills to pay, they have their kids in college. I mean, there's a lot going on in their lives. And so I think it's unfair to them to just keep everything closed down. So I know that everyone's working hard and wants to get the country back up and running again. And I agree. I think it's healthy for our state of mind, our state of consciousness. And people were meant to do things, and we're meant to help ourselves, of course, and of course help our family and help the country. So those are my thoughts on why I think it's important to be free. Okay, let's go ahead and start this discussion. 10 reasons to have a positive mental attitude, because I work in a lot of different industries with a lot of different types of people. And, one of the things that always come up is a person's attitude. It's one thing that each of us have total command and control over. We have command over our thoughts, we have command over our words, and we can create our lives based on how we view ourselves, what we accept, what we expect, and you have to have a positive mental attitude. So let's go through some steps. Now, keep in mind, if you have a negative attitude and you're watching me, you probably will say something like, she didn't convince me to have a positive mental attitude. I'm just kind of joking. But for the most part, if I state a statement, there's a lot more involved of reason why I state that. So if you have any questions, let me know. For the sake of the YouTube video, sake of Twitter and Periscope, I have to come up with some simple format, and the 10 steps seems to work. People can seem to gravitate toward it when I say there are 10 steps. Okay, 10 reasons to have a positive mental attitude. Number one reason is in order to love yourself fully, you have to have a positive mental attitude about who you are. And that's one of the main reasons why you should continue to have a positive mental attitude, loving yourself unconditionally. We all make mistakes. We all say things we regret. We all are human. We all do terrible things. Once in a blue moon, we just really screw up. But it's important to love yourself, be gentle with yourself, and to continue to support a positive attitude towards yourself. You are your own best friend. This is your mind. It's a gift given to you from the heavens. And God gave us this beautiful, brilliant mind that we can make choices, and we gave us unlimited power on how to use our mind. And we haven't even begun to harness this power, um, and it's not talked about as much. But at some point, in the as we evolve, I think the power of our minds will be something we'll be using a lot more fully of, because most of us only use a very small part of our mind. So one of the first steps is the reason to have a positive mental attitude. It goes along with the attitude of loving yourself, self acceptance, and forgiveness, or forgiving yourself, because we all make mistakes. So keep that in mind. When you were learning to walk, you know how you were learning to walk? And you fell, you got right up. You didn't care. You just popped right up. And you knew that you were going to learn how to walk. You didn't feel sorry for yourself. You didn't say, "Oh my God, why did mommy didn't look at me that way?" You loved yourself. You picked yourself up, and you kept going. So one of the reasons why to love for positive mental attitude is an alignment of loving yourself, taking care of yourself, drawing boundaries, understanding and loving who you are. You are your own best friend. Always put yourself first before you feel you have to meet the needs of someone else. Learning to meet the needs of yourself and having a positive mental attitude toward yourself is a really great step. Number two reason why you should have a positive mental attitude, it makes you a lot happier. Um, I don't know. I hate being around negative people. Do you like? I can't take them. I just can't take negative people. I can't take negative people. I really cannot. Very difficult, because I'm in contact with a lot of different people all the time, one way or the other. And if you're a negative person, if I catch that the person's mind is negative, it's just I don't want to be around them, because it affects my happiness. I love being happy because I enjoy the fact that I have this moment in this space and time that we're here. You're listening to me, I'm listening to you, we're friends, and it's happiness. And one of the reasons why uh, to have a positive mental attitude makes you a lot happier. If you see life through rose-colored glasses, but I have to tell you a really funny story. So my husband actually ordered me a pair of rose-colored glasses. I should wear them. And he said, you should always see life through rose-colored glasses. And it's a visual reminder of how important it is to be in the moment, to be happy, be satisfied where you are. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. It's easy to do where you're thinking of what you should have done and what you should be doing. And instead of taking a deep breath and learning the importance of being happy and being in the moment. Number three reason why to have a positive mental attitude is that attitude is what's going to make you wealthy. Um, One of the reasons, if you decide if you want to have your own company, I don't know, whatever choice you may have, and what monetary way you tend to plan to support yourself, and how will you take care of yourself, and how will you take care of your family financially, all hinges on having the right attitude. One of the main reasons why is what your mind focuses on and what it thinks about all day is what will eventually come into play. You guys are going to have to hold on one sec. I have the air conditioning on in the background, and it's just way too long. It's way too loud. Hold on one sec. Oh, I'm back. Hi. Okay, so this is why it's important. So we've gone through the three. We love yourself unconditionally. Happiness, yes, we love to be happy. Happy is being in the moment. Three, monetary success. There is an unlimited amount of wealth that's circulating in your life. And if you want to be successful, if you want to be wealthy, you have to learn how to tap into that energy. It's an intelligence that 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 their ideas that are always circulating. circulating around you. And all you need to do is find the right idea and tap into that idea and bring it to this physical realm. It's in your mental mind, and now you're going to pull it into the physical reality. And so monetary success has a lot to do with your attitude of expectation. And I'll give you a quick example. If you decide tomorrow, which I hope you do, you decide I really want to increase my income by 10 grand a month, which is really a good, decent income to have because it's enough where you can go out to dinner, you can go with friends, and you can save money as well. And 10 grand is a decent amount of money, even if you live here in California, which is really expensive. If you decide I'm going to increase my income by $10,000 a month, the first step you need to do is you need to visualize that actually can happen. And it starts in the thoughts. And it starts programming your subconscious mind that I intend to earn an additional 10 grand a month. There's an invisible intelligence and a God that will start to move toward helping you achieve that level because your mind is so extraordinarily powerful that by planting that seed in your mind, ideas will come to you in a way you have no idea will happen, and when you least expect it. Maybe you'll get an intuition. You'll be washing your clothes, and all of a sudden you get this idea for a new washing machine idea, new design. You have to understand there's a way to open up your mind. And monetary success and keeping the mind open and being positive is one of the reasons you should have a positive mental attitude. Another good reason to have a positive mental attitude is a healthy body. Our minds are so incredibly powerful. Right now, your body is working, your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing in and out air. There's an invisible intelligence that's working around the clock to keep the body healthy. You put in food, you digest the food, and it's a continued process. And the reason to be positive about this whole process is your body is a vehicle that God has given you to enjoy, to have, and you have to love and appreciate it. If you don't appreciate your body and you put in things that are poisonous, things that are unhealthy, the result will manifest in the physical level in your body. So it's important that you understand the reason illness comes about is what's in your thoughts. It's what you manifest, what your fears are. There could be anger from the past. It could be any of these many different issues that are lingering into your subconscious mind, and it's manifesting itself in your body. So it's important to stay positive, positive, positive. Now, there's tons of research, great information. If you have any questions about anything I'm mentioning, feel free to email me, and I'd be happy to share those thoughts with you. I will give you an example of how you can examine something. Suppose you have a headache. You wake up in the morning and you go, "Oh my God, I have this headache." Ask your mind, why do I have a headache? Why is there something I'm afraid of? Is there a fear? Is there a problem I'm not addressing? Become reflective and think about why I'm that way. And that's why it's important to stay positive. If you're negative, this will create a negative energy around your body. And your mind and spirit are all one. And that's how diseases start. So you have to be conscious that your mind is very powerful. Don't place your mind, think of your mind as the most one beautiful diamond in the world, the most beautiful thing. You have to be careful what you put in your mind, what you tell yourself, and the environment that you put your mind in. Another reason is to ask yourself this question. Now, if you're not a positive person, you should ask yourself this question: why am I not positive? What reason I'm not positive? Why am I so angry? Why am I negative? Begin to search and you'll start to find the answer. It will come to you in your sleep. Perhaps you can start to journal. You will start to figure out why it is that you are not positive. Another tool to use is to use positive affirmations. If there's something that you desire, create a positive affirmation around it. Perhaps the affirmation is, I look forward to receiving $10,000 in my account. I'm getting richer every day. I'm getting wealthier every day. And you write down, it's like a mantra. Write it down and repeat it in the morning, throughout the day, and when you go to sleep. Very important. Positive affirmations. Another reason why to continue to have a positive attitude. If you want to have a very successful life, a happy life, a long life, positive mental attitude. Another reason to have a positive mental attitude is you're great to work with. Who likes to work with someone who always talks about how horrible everything is? Or people like that. You mention something positive, they mention something negative. You mention something positive, they mention something negative. Very unhealthy. You also have to understand that having a negative attitude isn't who we are. Humans were designed to be happy. Have you ever noticed when a baby is born, they're never complaining? They never come out just start complaining. They usually have a little smile on their face. After a couple of months, after 3 months, they have a sense of feeling of love. So, if you have a negative attitude, somewhere down the line, something is off sync. And you have to line that, you have to sync it back up again. It's like you're running the engine and it's not running right. You have to pull it back and put it back into its natural, normal place. It is the natural state of mind to be positive. It's a destructive state of mind to be negative. So if you find that you're negative, you have to go back and ask yourself, why am I negative? Why am I feeling this way? Examine it. Most likely, it's something that has happened in the past that's pulling that energy back in the past. And you want to bring your full self and all of your energy in the moment. Next reason to be positive mental attitude is a wonderful attitude to teach your children. The only way you're going to succeed is you have to have that attitude of success. You have to have the attitude of being positive. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the goal. You have to believe, you have to believe, you have to believe. You have to teach your children at a very young age that they can be independent, that they're strong, that they're resilient, they can succeed, they will succeed. They can go as far as they want. You have to understand that we have unlimited potential. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface on how many things we as human beings can achieve and do. We've only begun to scratch the surface. So I implore you to teach your children to be happy, and you set the example of being positive mental attitude. Lastly, the reason to have a positive mental attitude is it simply feels really good. It actually does. It actually does feel really wonderful. You know what's great? I have a wonderful husband, and he is very positive, and I'm very positive. And we just love our energy of positivity. And then when we talk to our business partners, there's positive energy. I want you to succeed. The only reason I'm doing this show, certainly don't need the extra work, I think. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to serve and I wanted to help. I wanted to feel as though I could do something to make a difference. So if it's just one person who listens to this YouTube, who listens to me on Twitter, who listens to me on Periscope or Facebook or wherever your place may find you, just know you have a friend. I have no agenda. My only agenda is to teach you how to love yourself and to live the greatest life that you're meant to live. And you can do it with the right tools. But the first step is to work on your mind. Positive mental attitude. Now, if you have any questions about any of the things I've discussed, please let me know. You can certainly get in contact with me. If you love what I'm saying, subscribe to the channel. Okay. I got tested today for coronavirus. Oh my God. I stood in line for like 2 hours. Just forgot to tell you guys this. And I was in the car, and I'll find the result in like 5 days. I don't think I have it, but I'm in Los Angeles and they offered to take it. So I went ahead and took the test. So I will let you know. I don't think I have it. And I'm so happy I do not have coronavirus. I cannot believe it. I'm just so excited and so happy. I want to continue to talk about business, and I want to talk about startups, venture capitalists, and all of these wonderful topics that are out there, people in business, and some of the things that I enjoy and work on. But my first step is I wanted to share with you how important it is to have the right mental attitude, the right positive mental attitude, and how incredibly important it is to do so. If I'm working on a project and you have a negative attitude, I have to tell you, I probably won't work with you much longer. Having a mental attitude is the cornerstone of building a foundation, building the mental blocks, building the mental stability to be able to create and control and design the life that you want. You have the power in your thoughts, the power in your mind. Your words have great power. Whatever you tell yourself, it will manifest itself in the physical reality. If you're fearful, it will manifest itself in the physical reality. It's important to stay focused, to stay clear, have a positive mental attitude. I don't care what happens. If your house burns down and you're standing there, you say to yourself, thank God I had such a wonderful home. How blessed I was to have such a great, great home that I had my children to live in. I'm alive today. I have so much to be grateful for. I'm blessed to have even had a home because there's many people around the world who don't have a home. You have to focus on being grateful in the moment, being appreciative in the moment. All you have in life is the moment. Thank you. So, how was that? Was it positive enough? I hope it was. Oh, let me drink a little bit of more wine. Here we go. That was simply divine. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you like me, please go ahead and say something on YouTube or make any comments. We're going to continue to talk about a lot of different things. We're also going to talk about fine art. I buy and sell off market art. I'm in the real estate business. We buy and sell off market real estate, 4 or 5-star hotels. I'm in the art business. I have a film and TV company. I have a fashion company. I'm in so many different things. It's why I have a positive attitude because I have so much going on all the time. So it's important. So I like you guys. Continue to tune in. Tomorrow I'm going to do another show. We're going to talk about another great subject. If there's anything that I said that's important, but understand there's an invisible intelligence that wants you to be happy and succeed. It is God. We're connected to the earth. There is an invisible intelligence, and we're all human beings. We're all connected. And there's a reason you're listening to me so you can manifest what it is that you desire during your lifetime. God bless. Have a good day and a better tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.